Hi everyone. Today I want to talk about bad parenting advice you get as a first-time parent. So starting with advice that I actually got. The number one thing not only said to me but that I've seen circulating the internet is the phrase, sleep when baby sleeps. The greatest thing about this advice is everyone who gives it to you acts like they came up with it. Like it's groundbreaking news. What an idea! Sleep when the baby sleeps. Although that's not taking into consideration that babies sleep like babies. They don't sleep like adults. What am I supposed to do? So what you're saying to me is you want me to take a 5-minute cat nap and hope for the best. A baby can actually get rest from a 5-minute nap. In my online mom group, our favorite response to this is, oh, should I also do laundry when the baby does laundry and vacuum when the baby vacuums? It's true. You are going to lose sleep the first few months you have a baby. That newborn phase from birth to 3 months is hard, and you will lose sleep if you are a parent, especially if you're the primary caregiver like I am. I stay home with Isaac. My husband went back to work 2 weeks after he was born. Yes, I slept a little less than I did before I had a baby. Crazy, I know. So, if you didn't know, the first 3 months of a baby's life, it is actually impossible to spoil them. You are going to get people accusing you of spoiling your baby if you hold them too much. When Isaac was 1 month old, I heard somebody saying to Chase, oh, he only wants to be held when he's fussing because that's what Jade does every time he fusses. He was 4 weeks old. Of course I picked him up when he fussed. A baby doesn't fuss for no reason when they're that small. They literally do not have the brain capacity to manipulate. They don't understand yet that crying equals get picked up. They cannot understand that by any stretch of the imagination. So what you're doing when you say to someone, oh, he's just fussing because he wants to be held, about a 1-month-old is called projecting. You're projecting your thoughts onto that baby. That baby does not think like you. Along those lines, I've been told ever since Isaac was born that I hold him too much. Someone told Chase the other day that I never put Isaac down, as if they live with me. I'm clearly not holding him right now. I've talked about this a little bit before, but there's not a world in which I'm going to look back and regret holding my son too much. Right now, he's only a little over 18 pounds, and already I feel him get a little heavier and heavier each time I pick him up. So no, I do not hold my son too much. If he wants me to hold him and I want to be holding him, who is that hurting? Another way people say I spoil my 6-month-old too much is that I feed him every time he's hungry. This was more prominent when he was a newborn, especially when he was a couple of weeks old. He ate about every hour and a half, and I'm breastfeeding him. So I would go and feed him. When he was 2 weeks old, I had somebody ask me, oh, he's hungry again? Yes, I fed him an hour ago. He's fussing now because he's hungry. When a baby is that small, there is no joke saying all they do is eat, sleep, and dirty diapers. That's it. When a baby is 2 weeks old, it can barely even see a foot away from its face. Implying that I need to teach him to spread out his meals is also implying that I should be starving him. My doctor and his doctor both said I needed to feed on command. And what that means is when he's fussy at a certain age, he needs to eat. I am not saying that right now my 6-month-old needs that. And yeah, it goes back to birth. Sometimes he's fussing because he's uncomfortable. Sometimes his diaper is dirty. Sometimes he's hot. Sometimes he's cold. Sometimes he's sleepy. But guess what? All of those things can be solved by breastfeeding. Obviously, I don't know the best way to do things if your baby is formula fed, but moms do. They are told how to feed their baby, when to feed their baby. And because breast milk digests faster, breastfed babies need to eat more often. Don't ask me how he's hungry again. He was 7 pounds 6 months ago, and now he's over 18. He's going to grow a lot. His dad is 6'6", so between now and his 21st birthday, he's gonna do a lot more growing. And guess what? He's gonna need to eat between now and then too. I've talked about this in another video, but I've lost count of how many times people said I needed to put cereal in his bottle so he would sleep through the night. According to Isaac's pediatrician, breastfed babies aren't even supposed to be sleep trained before 6 months because nutritionally, they still need to eat in the middle of the night. Not to mention, putting cereal in a bottle is such antiquated advice. In fact, it's been said you're not supposed to put cereal in a bottle because that can lead to choking. Not to mention, Isaac doesn't really take a bottle. Yes, he's done it before when he's needed to be babysat, but he's breastfed. So not only are these people giving antiquated advice, they're also saying that I should be pumping to put it in a bottle to add cereal to give to Isaac before he goes to sleep. I don't know if you know how busy the mom of an infant is, but ain't nobody got time for that. On the other side of the spectrum, I've had people try and tell me you need to wake up a baby to feed them. Yes, that's absolutely true for the first maybe 2 weeks of their life. Newborn babies lose weight after they're born. And when they're breastfed, they're going to lose weight. It's far more abnormal not to lose that weight. You do need to wake them up every 2 hours to try and feed them until they reach their birth weight once again. However, once your baby reaches birth weight, which Isaac had 2 weeks after he was born, you are no longer supposed to wake up your baby. I don't know how much of a masochist you have to be to continue waking up your child every 2 hours until they're 3 or 4 months old, but no, you don't. That's like waking up a sleeping dragon. Unless there is a fire in the next room, do not wake my baby up. Along those lines, people have told me that I need to try and keep Isaac up later so he'll sleep later in the morning. I've had people actually tell me they tried to keep their babies awake during the day so they would sleep better at night. Don't do that either. For babies, sleep begets sleep begets sleep. Those first few weeks, they're supposed to get somewhere between 14 and 18 hours of sleep a day. If you are keeping your baby awake, they are just going to get angry. They're going to get overtired, and then they will not sleep well and they will not be rested, which means you won't be rested. If you want your baby to sleep through the night sooner, you need to let them take naps. Having a baby is definitely not one of the easiest things I've ever done, but it is definitely one of the best things I've ever done. And I wouldn't trade it for the world, even if I had to hear all of that advice again. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe down below. We would absolutely love to have you as part of the Pierce family, and I will see you guys next time.